Welcome back to Bold Radio. I'm your host, John McLeese. Sometimes in life, you just need some good advice. No one is an expert at everything. That's why we're proud to present the Bold Radio Expert Series, where we welcome a qualified and experienced individual to offer sound advice on an aspect of running a business. Our guest today is the leader of Yes Winnipeg, Vince Barletta. Yes Winnipeg is an initiative of Economic Development Winnipeg, whose mission is to grow and strengthen Winnipeg's economy by assisting in the creation and retention of jobs and by identifying opportunities that attract capital investment. Yes Winnipeg is able to accomplish this goal by attracting new companies to Winnipeg, assisting entrepreneurs in bringing their ideas to life, and helping existing businesses expand. Winnipeg, as many local owners and operators will attest to, is a great place to perform business. The correlation between our population size, real estate market, and other factors equal tremendous opportunity to succeed. We're pleased to be joined today by Vince Barletta to further explain why many businesses are saying yes to Winnipeg. Vince, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much, John. Great to be here.
Now, as a city, what are some of Winnipeg's best attributes for running a business in? Well, what do you tell people when you're talking to them?
Well, Winnipeg's a tremendous place to do business, John, and just some of the sampling of the fantastic attributes: a low cost of doing business comparatively to other communities, a very supportive business community, tremendously skilled workforce, Central North American location with great transportation linkages, fantastic research climate, low energy costs, and a great quality of life.
So there they are. Like they're quite, and they're all each very specific in their own advantages for Winnipeg. How does Winnipeg's climate and population size factor into the value proposition for businesses?
Well, I think for
I have to mention it, right?
Well, Winnipeggers love talking about the weather, and so when it comes to Winnipeg's climate, I think many people might be surprised that there are indeed advantages to particularly our cold weather. And one fine example of that's a very high tech example is the test facility that GE runs with Standard Aero right here in Winnipeg, testing jet engines. GE's recently announced a very significant investment in that test engine facility, $26 million investment that will allow GE to test the next generation GE9X engine. This engine is going to be going into Boeing's next generation of 777 aircraft. This is the kind of work that can only be done in a cold climate like we have here in Winnipeg. Another example in terms of cold climate is MTS Epic's new fantastic data center that's here in the city of Winnipeg, just opened in recent weeks. The cold climate that we have here so many months of the year really reduces cooling costs for that facility. Those servers throw off a lot of heat. And so to have that advantage is absolutely tremendous. In terms of our size, again, the supportive business community here in Winnipeg really benefits from the size of the community. And we have fantastic organizations that support business here, like the Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce, that, again, benefit from a small community size that creates a great business climate.
Well, let's talk a little bit now about workforce, because the lifeblood of any business is, of course, a trained workforce. What would you describe Winnipeg's workforce resources? How would you describe them?
Well, Winnipeg's workforce is second to none, John. Overall, a tremendously high-skilled, highly motivated, and productive workforce that we have here in the city of Winnipeg. That's supported by tremendous post-secondary institutions, Red River College, U of M, University of Winnipeg, and you add to that we have some of the most competitive wages of any major city in Canada, lower than the Canadian average. We also have tremendous youth. We're the third youngest province here in Manitoba, and as well, great productivity. Manitoba workers lose less days to work stoppages and other issues than other provinces around the country. And in addition to that, we're continuing to grow the workforce here in Manitoba through initiatives such as Manitoba's immigration program, provincial nominee program, that's allowing skilled workers come in to plug holes in our economy where labor is in a short supply.
We're in conversation with Vince Barletta. He is the leader of Yes Winnipeg, and we're talking about Winnipeg. Now, Vince, KPMG produced an annual report on global competitiveness. What does that report indicate about Winnipeg, and how does that compare with the rest of Canada?
Well, just to begin, that report indicates, for one, that Canada is very well positioned. Now, within Canada, Manitoba, Winnipeg ranks very high across a range of categories, particularly when you come to areas like manufacturing and research and development. We compare very well, and in fact, on an overall competitiveness scale, Winnipeg ranks number one, according to KPMG, in the overall business costs in Western Canada and lower than any other major city in the U.S. Midwest. A tremendous advantage for us, and that's verified by KPMG through their work.
Very significant study, and I wasn't aware of that. So we can see that Winnipeg is a great place to do business by the conversation that you've provided us here today. How does the discussion align with Yes Winnipeg's goals? How do you kind of fit in the picture?
Well, John, Yes Winnipeg goes out proactively selling this community both to businesses that are here today and all around the world. And so when we are armed with tools like a tremendous workforce, R&D, other attributes this community has that we can sell to the world, our incredible cost advantages, it's absolutely tremendous. And so we're only able to do that work because of the tremendous support we get from the supportive business climate and business owners that are here in the city of Winnipeg. And so the call to action really for them is to ensure that we continue to gain support from business owners all across the city of Winnipeg to support the great work that Yes Winnipeg's able to do, bringing new businesses and making new companies say yes to doing business here in Winnipeg.
If people wanted to find out more information about Yes Winnipeg, how could they do that?
It's nice and easy. They can visit our website, and that's yeswinnipeg.com.
It's always good to talk to an expert, particularly when it comes to our city. And today we're talking to Vince Barletta, who is the leader of Yes Winnipeg. And it's Bold Radio.